we're going to be talking about all these first months of Coastal Cafe very soon. It's going to be easier for the people that's going to be discovering us in the next couple of maybe 6 months. They're going to be totally different. We're going to be like, yeah, yes. But we're going to enjoy it. See, that's what people, you see, when you're going to do a construction or a project of housing project, you see a land and you just see a land and all the stuff, but you don't see nothing. But once you start cleaning up and start building up, and then you see, oh my God, this is so beautiful. So people get there, buy their house, buy their place. Oh, nice, this is the nice place. This is the place that I have. But in the beginning, the workers that were over there with the machines, with the trucks, all the stuff, it's incredible. So this is what is happening now. So this is why we are very excited about this. This is a hybrid, most of the people in Coastal Cafe at this moment, most percent they are coaches or people willing to coaches. Less percent is the network marketers. So it's very important to make a merge and understand that this is a professional industry that has been over 70 years, 80 years in the world, and it's the only industry that since the first day is going up. So there's many qualities, but I was telling Yesenia that today I have 2 presentations, but I don't have the time. So I have to decide. It was, oh my God, I was struggling the whole day which one I do. But I speak with Yesenia. I'm going to start with the first part, and then if I have a chance next whatever time, I'm going to have the second part, okay? So let me see if I can share the screen. I cannot share the screen. Now, yes, all right. All right. So this is what we're going to talk today. I was supposed to talk in the beginning. Hold on a second. In the beginning, I was supposed to talk about the, hold on a second, why network marketing doesn't work. But let's start with this one, entrepreneurship, our new economy. So what would be a perfect profession for us? Maybe can be a profession that you can have personal growth. How many agree, right? That have many benefits, that can be international, that contribute to laudable causes, that has a low risk, that is a low startup cost, that is resilient to the economy, that has tax benefits, and that has funds. How many agree? That would be a perfect profession. How many would like to have that kind of profession? Yes, right? Now, there is 5 job categories at this moment, at this time, that we already know. There is the blue collars, the white collars, the sales, the traditional business owner, and the investment or investors. Those are the 5 job categories that we have on at this moment. That's the most that people know at this time. So let's talk about a little about all of them. What is the blue collar profession? This is the definition of the blue collar on Wikipedia. Says a blue collar worker is a member of a working class who does manual labor. So my definition is someone who works to fix something, make something, clean something, build something, or service something or someone. So the big question is, Can a blue collar worker meet the perfect professional list that we were talking about? The obvious answer is no. So this is one choice, right? Now, what about the white collar profession? This is the definition of a white collar on Wikipedia. The term white collar worker refers to the person who performs professional, administrative, or administrative jobs, in contrast to a blue collar worker whose job requires manual labor. White collar works usually take place in an office or a cubicle. My definition is a person who is employed by someone else to perform activities other than manual work or sales. Now, many people choose a white-collar profession as it is one of the most accepted options available by society. It has long been established as the safe and reliable option, but recently that has changed. The implicit contract that if you are loyal to the company will be loyal to you is long gone. In my experience, there is two types of people who do this type of work: high achievers and hideouts. So let's talk about sales. Some people choose to walk away from being an employee and start a career in sales. This is certainly more intrepid, as the salespeople are usually paid on the basis of their production and not by the hour. So the typical salesperson will have a period in which everything works out perfectly. Everything they touch turn to gold and they earn some very good money. As soon as that happens, they almost always establish a lifestyle suitable for that income level. They buy a new house, they buy new cars, they enroll their children in better schools, they buy a vacation home, they buy it all. Everything is fine for a while, and then something changed. The company changed the compensation plan, its territory is reduced, a competitor appears, they lose their best customer, the economy goes into recession, a new technology makes the offering less valuable, or government regulation for the industry change. These are just few examples. When that happens, coupled with the great lifestyle they have developed, 40 hours a week is not enough to pay the bills. So they probably go up to 50 hours per week, and then to 60, and then to 70, and then his life is very small. Yes, they have many things, but they don't have time to enjoy them. So the other challenge for the sales profession, no matter how a person performs, is that they will have to start from scratch the next day. It can be very fitting to live under this kind of pressure for a long period of time. And let me ask you again this: can the sales profession pay the bills? Sure. Can you fulfill the perfect profession that we described earlier? Again, the answer is no. Now, let's talk about the business owner. Some people go from the big dream to build their own business where they are the boss and make all the decision. So it's very exciting, right? But the reality for most people, step one, they use their savings, take on new debt, and often borrow money from friends and family to get started. Step two, they run into more debt in the form of personal income and guarantees everywhere. Step three, now, instead of focusing on what they are good at, let's say they are good for sales and decide to start their own business, they have to be everything to everyone. They act as an attorney for legal matters, as an accountant for financial matters, and a collection agent for account receivable. They even take out the trash. They do everything except sales, being that what they are good at. Now, reality for most people is the step forward. They better, instead of owning your own business, their business own them. They are the first person to come to work and the last to leave. And after everyone else gets paid, they can possibly get enough money to at least pay their own bills, but that doesn't allow you to reduce the debt incurred to start your own business. Step 5, succeed or fails. Either they come to a point along the way where the business succeeds or they fail, often filing for bankruptcy and taking a job in sales or a corporate setting again. They go back. And even if they succeed in their business, that usually means a life filled with long hours of work and stress. Sounds romantic, right? Most people who start their own business don't mind getting a return on their investment. They just want to get the investment back. It is very clear that owning a traditional business cannot meet the perfect professional needs we have online, right? Especially in this time. In these times, I don't know where you live, but you can see many stores closed in the last year because they cannot afford it, right? Now, there is another option. You can be an investor. What do you need to be an investor? Money, right? If you don't have a lot of money, it will be very difficult to make a living from the return of your investment, especially if you try to be conservative to reduce the risk of loss. But let's say you do. What is the second thing you need to be a successful investor? You need to be very skilled and have a lot of knowledge. I can talk about those who have been skilled real estate investor, but when things change dramatically in the real estate market, their skills could not help them. They lost big, right, Francisca? So that happened. So would you like to invest in someone's traditional business? Well, good luck. In most cases, you will not be able to be an investor. You will end up being a philanthropist. You lost everything. You say, oh, it's okay, no problem. Forget about it. And how about the stock market? People don't do so well there, or do they? Well, a few people do well at least once in a while, but I know people who have lost and then won, especially in the last decade. It's hard to get guaranteed return when you are not in control. And trust me, as an investor, you are not in control. Anything can happen overnight. So a new economy is rising. The world as you know it, it has changed. For those who do not recognize this fact, it will be the worst of times. For those who do, it will be the best of times. In the last century, during the last 100 years, an interesting phenomenon has occurred. The rise of the corporation became the standard in society. The safe and respected place for people to exist in a workplace was being an employee. Step 1, this is what we do. Go to a school to learn how to be an employee. Step 2, find a company that hires you. Step 3, work for that company for 40 years. Step 4, retire. I call that the 40-40-40 scam. Work for 40 hours a week, do the same, for 40 years, retire with 40% of the money you earn. 97% of Americans are stuck in the rat race. Don't follow the crowd and quit your 9-to-5 now. There is more to life than job. So that's what I call, oh, that's a scam. Yeah, I know many scams. This is one. I'm going to talk about another scam. This is the 40-40-40 scam, right? last decades, I was telling last century, right? Last decades. In recent decades, the promise of being rewarded by the company for your loyalty and hard work has been exposed as a myth. People began to realize that the loyalty they're giving to their company was not being returned to them. So a different process evolved. Step one, go to school, learn how to be an employee. Step two, find a company that hires you. Oh, step three, change company for various political and economical reasons every 3 to 5 years during the course of your career. Step four, realize that you can retire comfortably after 40 years, so you keep working. This is the next scam, the 9 to 5 scam. The retired age is 65. Life expectancy is 78 years. So that means that work for 50 years to be free for 13 years. I don't have that time. I don't have that time. So dream doesn't happen unless you take action, right? Now, a change is happening. For a century, company has paid their employees by the hour, by the week, or by the year, right? This is changing globally. The world is moving toward a performance-based economy. That's what people doesn't know, but they are moving already. In the future, they will only pay you based on your performance. They won't pay you for your time. So people in the food service industry already live by this model. They earn low hourly pay as required by law and earn their money based on tips, based on performance, right? If you can imagine that the same model is applied in practically every job in the world, you will realize that it's on the way. The person who cleans the room in a hotel will not be paid by the hour. They will pay by the rooms they clean it. So, example of someone working in an office. This is a person who has an annual salary of $60,000, right? Step one, the company will reduce your salary to about $50,000 because in today's market, there are people who take a job for a lesser amount, right? Step two, they will reduce your base salary to something around $20,000. Step three, they will tell that person that they can earn additional $30,000 during the year if they met certain performance goals on a monthly basis. In other words, if you meet your goals, you can earn additional $2,500 per month. Now, there is a great pressure and the company loves it. If you don't meet the statistics target, they can save even more money. But if you met the goals, guess what? Your future is requirements are going to increase. Now, we are now in what I call the interconnected economies. People with people, company with people, company with companies. The best way I know not only to survive, but to excel in the new economy is network marketing. There are important products and services today all over the world that need to be promoted to people who need them. And consumers still need to be educated. Now, this is what I call network marketing through recommendation. Companies have options. They can enter the increasingly fragmented world of advertising to spread the word. They can hire a large and expecting sales teams to sell their product or service, or they can use network marketing to tell their story to the world. You see, more and more companies will choose to use network marketing as it is fit with the new economy. Let me tell you, I was trying to find, I would keep looking for that. Maybe I would do a post, but I would check on like 10 or 15 companies that you know it as a regular business, but they, for many years, their same products, different package, they are putting those products through the network marketing. Now, this is what's going to happen. Is they have this on sales and they start to put in the same products in different package. Once they get certain level of sales, they reduce personal here. Once they be in the same, they close this company and they keep this one. And they fire all the employees, and they have the company with the same income with people that are working by their effort, by their production. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is happening with the bank. This is happening with many companies in right now. So maybe you see, oh, Colgate Palmolive is going to close. So wait a minute, people stop brushing their teeth? No. They already changed the label of the same toothpaste, but they are bringing in the other way, right? Now, they can provide all corporate support and pay all distributors simply based on their performance in promoting their product. It is extremely efficient because in the new economy, word of mouth is still the best way to promote a product or service. The company can use the money they will have spent on advertising and promotion and pay their distributor with it to spread the word. So it's going to be a less cost for the company. Now, we're talking about global scalability. I like this word. What that means to you as an entrepreneur, if that you can receive all the benefits of owning a traditional business, but without the typical risk of it. And there will not be a cap on your income because network marketing company wants you to earn all the money you can earn. So why? If you're going to get paid based on your performance anyway, why set a cap? So that's what we have. So now, this is the second chapter. Now, understanding this, the option that we people that really have at this moment, this is the second chapter, network marketing, why they don't work. But we are not going to talk about this today. We don't have time. So there is a lot of myths, but there is a lot of reality. There is some facts that people need to know in order to what you call the make a projections of their confidence in what they do. You see, there's going to be many objections. Why? Because objections is a wrong design of a question. See, of a question. So you have to be aware because we cannot assume that people know what you're talking about. So that's the most important thing. So if we know the option that we have, then we choose. So we have 5 options: blue collar, white collar, sales, own your business, or investor, right? But there is a new one that is in the new economy, that is network marketing. And in network marketing, there is different ways to do it. There's different ways to do it. Once you start making money, yes, you can go do investing. I do investing. I do Forex trading and I do cryptocurrency because I'm moving with the flow. But I didn't did that before because that was an exclusive information for, there was no school how to do stock market. There was no school how to do Forex market. There's no school how to do cryptocurrency. So there's companies that they are creating academies or universities of college teaching people how to do stock market, how to do Forex trading, how to do cryptocurrency. But guess what? Yes, you have 2 choices. You can pay whatever they cost, or they have an option that, for example, if you bring 3 people, you don't need to pay your monthly basis, and you can still learning in the academy. And you have this benefit that do this with the people, with the mentors, all this stuff. So this is the way the world is working, right? So this is it. If you have any questions, these are my social media fan page on Facebook. Master Camareno 1 is one about network marketing. Master Camareno Speaker is me as a speaker. The other ones is one of my projects in the wellness industry, and this is my Instagram, Master Camareno. So thank you very much. Any questions? I'm open here.
Thank you, Master.